If I showed you this bird without telling you anything about it, you'd probably think it was made by AI, but believe it or not, this bird is completely real, and some people are willing to pay thousands of dollars to own one. So, what makes this bird so special? Golden pheasants originally come from the mountain forests of Western China. They've been admired for hundreds of years. Today, they're found in private aviaries, wildlife collections, zoos, and ornamental bird farms all over the world. The males are the celebrities. They're the ones with all the crazy colors. The females, well, let's just say, nature clearly had a favorite child. Don't get us wrong, she's beautiful too. She's just much better at camouflage, which makes perfect sense in the wild. Because while the males are busy trying to impress everyone, the females are trying not to become lunch. Being a male golden pheasant is basically like wearing a bright orange tuxedo into the middle of the forest. Looks amazing. Not exactly great for hiding. But beautiful birds don't become expensive just because they're beautiful. There's another reason, and this is where things start getting interesting. Here's something that surprises almost everyone. Golden pheasants aren't expensive because they're impossible to breed. They're expensive because demand often stays higher than supply in many areas. Unlike chickens, you won't find golden pheasants at your local farm store. Most people have never even seen one in real life. That rarity alone creates interest. People buy them for many different reasons. Some want to build beautiful backyard aviaries. Others collect rare species. Some breed them for future sales. And some simply love owning unusual animals. This creates a surprisingly healthy niche market. For example, fertile golden pheasant eggs are commonly sold for around $4 to $8 each, depending on the breeder, genetics, and season. Day-old chicks often sell for roughly $15 to $25. Young breeding pairs frequently range between $80 and $150. High-quality mature breeding pairs with proven genetics can sell for considerably more in specialized markets. And that's before we even start talking about rare color mutations. Now, does that mean every golden pheasant owner becomes rich? Absolutely not. And this is probably the biggest mistake beginners make. Because making money with golden pheasants has very little to do with owning birds and everything to do with understanding the market. And that's exactly what we're talking about next. Here's where a lot of people get it wrong. They see a beautiful bird, look up the price, and immediately think, I should start breeding these. But buying golden pheasants is actually the easiest part. Learning how to raise them properly. That's the real investment. Because healthy birds become valuable birds, and unhealthy birds usually become expensive lessons. The good news? You don't need a massive farm. You don't need hundreds of acres. And you definitely don't need thousands of birds. Most successful breeders actually start small. One healthy breeding pair, a well-built aviary, good nutrition, patience. That's it. So, how do people actually make money? All right, let's talk numbers, because this is probably the reason most of you clicked on this video. Can people actually make money raising golden pheasants? The answer is yes, but not in the way most people imagine. Most successful breeders don't rely on selling just adult birds. They build multiple income streams. Let's break it down. Fertile eggs. The easiest product to sell is usually the egg. As of this year, a fertile golden pheasant egg in the US commonly sells for around $4 to $10 each, depending on the breeder, bloodline, fertility rates, and the time of year. Premium or rare color mutations can command even higher prices. That might not sound like much, until you remember, one healthy hen can lay dozens of eggs during the breeding season. Many breeders don't even hatch all of them. They simply ship the fertile eggs across the country. Day-old chicks. Now imagine someone doesn't want to deal with incubation. That's where chicks become valuable. As of this year, healthy day-old golden pheasant chicks commonly sell for $15 to $30 each, depending on genetics, breeder reputation, and availability. That means, if you hatch 20 healthy chicks, you're already looking at several $100s in potential sales. And they only get more valuable as they grow. Juveniles, young birds that are old enough to survive on their own, but not yet fully mature, usually sell for somewhere between $40 and $80 each. Why? Because buyers avoid the fragile newborn stage. while still paying much less than they would for proven breeding adults. It's a sweet spot in the market. Adult birds, this is where things become really interesting. A healthy adult golden pheasant often sells for around $100 to $200 per bird. High-quality breeding pairs from reputable breeders frequently sell for $200 to $450 per pair, depending on lineage, age, and breeding history. Exceptional bloodlines or rare color varieties may sell for even more. At first, that might sound expensive, but think about it. If someone is building a decorative aviary, they're not buying meat chickens. They're investing in something they'll enjoy looking at for years. So, where does the real money come from? Not from selling one expensive bird, from selling eggs, chicks, juveniles, breeding pairs. Year after year, the birds reproduce, the flock grows, and your inventory grows with it. That's how many small breeders slowly build a profitable operation. Successful breeders rarely depend on just one product. Instead, they create several income streams. Some sell fertile eggs, others specialize in day-old chicks, some raise young breeding pairs, others focus only on premium adult birds. Some even sell feathers that naturally molt each year for crafts or decorative purposes. And many breeders combine bird sales with educational content, farm visits, photography, or social media. In other words, they're not just selling birds, they're selling an experience. That's exactly why niche farming can become so interesting. You're building something people can't simply buy at the supermarket. Now, let's be honest. Will golden pheasants make everyone rich? No. Like any business, there are costs: feed, housing, veterinary care when needed, predator protection, time, lots of time. And perhaps the biggest investment of all, patience. Building a reputation as a trusted breeder doesn't happen overnight. But once people know they can rely on your birds, that's when opportunities really begin to grow. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe. We'll continue exploring the incredible world of rare birds, the economics behind farming, and the stories that most people never get to see. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.